Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the micronutrient mineral calcium. All right, just going to review a little bit about micronutrients altogether. They're chemical elements and substances that we need in order to have proper growth and development, not just us, but all living organisms. Micronutrients are a bit different from macronutrients. They're contained of vitamins and minerals, which are required in small quantities to warrant normal metabolism, growth, and physical well-being. Calcium is considered the most essential nutrient when it comes to bone health. Building strong bones is one way to ensure that your body will have plenty of the mineral and regulation throughout your body. Bones are living tissue and constantly in a state of turnover, making calcium deposits and withdrawals daily. All right, so we're going to hop right into the calcium regulation. There's three principal hormones regulating blood calcium levels. Those things are parathyroid hormone, vitamin D, and catalysin. Blood calcium levels are influenced by regular processes that occur in your bones, gut, and kidneys. Bones are always being remodeled, broken down by cells called osteoclasts that release calcium into the bloodstream. Blood calcium can be taken up by other bone cells called osteoblasts, which use minerals to produce new bones. These things are actually, very important when it comes to keeping everything regulated together, because we want to be sure that everything is regulated so that we are having the proper amount of calcium in our bodies to actually make sure that we are being as strong as we possibly can. Calcium bonds with food and supplement, as well as the forms as we can see in the human body. Exists in limestone, marble, seashells, eggshells, coral, pearls, antlers, and bones. It can be found in solid form and in solution. You've got 99% of your calcium distributed into bones and in teeth. The extra 1% is going to be distributed into plasma and extracellular fluid. The presence of calcium in cytosol allows the very flexible cytoplasmic proteins to keep a particular shape for longer. This allows them to function as catalysts. Lack of calcium can actually lead to very long-term damaging effects as you grow older. So it's very important, very imperative to be sure that you have balanced calcium levels. So how do we keep those balanced calcium levels? It's through the food that we eat. Some of the things that are pictured below are foods that will help you maintain a very healthy calcium level. And as you can see, the recommended daily allowance for calcium for men and women that are under the age of 50 is 1,000 milligrams a day, and anyone over the age of 50 should have 1,200 milligrams a day. Some of these foods are yogurt, milk, cheese, salmon, orange juice, cabbage, and we've got a few other things as well that are not pictured, such as tofu, ice cream. A lot of your dairy products are going to be high in calcium. So you want to be sure to keep that in your diet so that you are keeping steady levels of calcium. However, there could be things that keep you from eating a diet that consists of the amount of calcium that you need. So we do have supplements that are available to help make up for that. Some of those supplements are calcium carbonate, calcium citrate malate, calcium lactate, and calcium gluconate. Calcium is very, very essential and can play a huge factor in disease prevention. Some of the diseases that it can prevent are osteoporosis, kidney stones, hypertension, lead poisoning, and it can help lower the symptoms of PMS in women. Now, kidney stones is actually a controversial one. Some people will say that too much calcium, if you're not measuring your levels, can actually cause kidney stones. So it's a bit of a controversy there, but from different studies I've read it can actually be a preventative factor as well. All right, so one of the things that we did just touch on just a little bit is that having too much calcium regulated in your diet could become toxic. Although calcium is one of the most important nutrients that we need in our bodies, it is still possible to overdose to the point where it's harmful to our system. Hypercalcemia can be developed if calcium dosage is not monitored properly. Hypercalcemia can originate from several sources. It is certainly possible to experience hypercalcemia by consuming too many calcium supplements, and certain diseases can also lead to high calcium levels in the blood. But the vast majority of the time, hypocalcemia, the result of thyroid dysfunction, a condition known as hyperthyroidism. The parathyroid gland produces the hormones that regulate calcium in the body. If those hormone levels are out of whack, calcium can be released from the bones into the blood. This will weaken bone structure and can cause other problems too. Hypercalcemia can have several symptoms, including lethargy, mental imbalance, weakness, dehydration, constipation, nausea, diarrhea, and possible kidney stone formation. And there we see where it is the controversy. And from what I've read, it actually is just saying that when you develop the hypercalcemia, and because of the thyroid dysfunction, that is where the risk comes in of the kidney stones. But then on the other hand, it is saying that because of, the calcium being excreted, it actually is going to be not a cause of kidney stones. So kind of have a double-edged sword there that kind of makes you think just a little bit of which one is it or how much is too much calcium. All right, so what does it all mean? Pretty much, you just want to be sure that you are taking the proper amount of supplements if you are taking calcium supplements, or trying to get as much calcium into your diet as possible without it being a dangerous level. There are several health benefits of calcium. So these are things that you want to make sure you keep in mind when creating your diet. Protects cardiac muscles, aids in controlling blood pressure, helps maintain optimal body weight, reduces risk of colon cancer and kidney stones, ensures healthy alkaline pH level, prevents premenstrual depression, strengthens bones, and prevents osteoporosis. Yes, and actually another good one that I came across was that it can help prevent obesity. And the reason for this is when there is a deficiency of calcium in your diet, the body will release the parathyroid hormone, and this stimulates the products of fat and prevents it from breakdown. This can play a role in obesity. And with the cardiac muscle, I just wanted to kind of go into that just a bit. Proper levels of calcium help the nervous system to maintain the proper pressure in our arteries. So this is why that's so important. Calcium is very important for bones and teeth, but also very important to your cardiac muscles and everything else you see here. So you just want to be sure that if you're not getting enough calcium through what you eat, you try some of the supplements that we mentioned here today, but also just be sure you have down what you're taking and you're keeping track of it, because that's just as important. You want to be sure that you are, able to stay healthy in both regards. So I hope this helped you out today, learning all about calcium. It's been wonderful. Take care.